Hello, good evening. You are welcome to Matt Brains TV. You are welcome to Matt Brains TV's live class for Basic 4 learners. Welcome to the tutorial. Please, if you're online, please write hi in the comment section, then we get started. Please write hi in the comment section. Okay, Kuku, I see you there. Kuku Apia, I see you. Okay, Kimberly Aqua, I see you there. Sorry about this afternoon's interruption. Sorry about that. Okay, that is fine. No problem. That is fine. Okay. Frank, hi. Hi there too. Hi. Please let's inform our friends, those that we can get in touch with, to join so that we can start now. We have quite a number of items to cover. So 3 people are online now. Okay. So that can be identified in the comment section. We are 3. Frank Apia Nimu, Kimberly Aqua, and Kuku Apia. Kimberly, this is actually for class 4s, but you can join since there are some of the things that the class 4s are doing and you're also doing, so you can join and still learn with us. Okay, please, if you're online, try to get yourself identified in the comment section so that I will know you and address you as such, and I so welcome you. Okay, Kelly, I see you there. Kelly, I see you there. Welcome. All right, so today we are going to cover a few topics as we prepare for our examinations tomorrow. And all that we have learned this time, we're going to see all of them, but there are a few ones that I want us to stress on a bit so that we can be able to write our exams very well. Please note that I'm not going to give you exam questions. I'm not going to do that. But we are all learning, not only for examination, but for our academics. So please don't think that I'm going to give you questions. No, I'm not going to do that. We're only learning together so that we can get ready for our exams tomorrow. So that's the reason why we are gathered here. Please, if you are new on the channel, please subscribe to the BRAINX TV. Please let the subscriptions flow and like the videos as well. Like the video and subscribe. Let's go ourselves the next 2 minutes to do this simple exercise, then we start. So please like the video and as well subscribe to BRAINX TV if you have not done that, so you can learn at all times. So just hit on the like button and also the subscribe button. So as we get ready for our lesson. As we get ready for our live class, please subscribe to BRAINX TV and as well like the live so that we can come together and learn. We have about a minute more to start the class. So please, if you have not subscribed to BRAINX TV, please do. All right, so let's get started. We are going to, the topics we are going to consider for this class is, I'm going to list them here before we even start them up. We're going to consider skip counting, rounding off numbers, place value and value, as well. We're going to look at factors and HCF, look at multiples and LCM, I'm also going to patterns and the rules, patterns and the rules for patterns. Then lastly, we are going to consider bar graph. And for our lab, we are going to consider the single bar graph. All right, so please let's get started with a word of prayer. Please, we are praying. We thank you, our great God, for how far you've brought us and for all that you've done for us. We appreciate you so much. Pray that you be with us as we take up our lessons. We pray that you remind us of all that we have learned. Help us to understand all that you are going to learn too. Help us to be successful in examinations. We will give all the glory to your holy name. We thank and bless you in Jesus' name. Amen. So please, if you're online, type amen and let's begin. Please type amen in the comment section so that we can begin. All right, Brandon, I see you there. Amen. Okay. All right. Carlos, I see you. Frank, I see you. Cyril, I see you. Kukua, okay. Now let's begin with skip counting. We talk about skip counting. Skip counting is basically counting numbers using a given interval apart from 1. Counting numbers in a given interval apart from 1. When you start with 1, then you are doing the normal counting. We're going to look at skip counting with different numbers apart from 1. So let's take this simple question here. Okay. So we have this simple question. It says, skip count forward 5 numbers in 25s, starting from 4,361. Okay, so over in this question, we can see that we've been given the interval of 25. So it says in 25s. So this becomes our interval. And it says it should start from 4,361. Okay, Rabbi, I see you. Starting from 4,361. We have to skip count forwards. And we've learned that skip counting forward implies using the addition sign. And we are going to use addition in our work. And our target is to get 5 numbers. So these are the things that you have to look out for. The type of skip counting that you are doing, whether you are doing forward skip counting or backward skip counting, and the total numbers that you are supposed to get. Here you have to get 5 numbers. The interval given is use 25, and the number you should start with is 4,361. Then with this, we can start our work. Please, if you have any challenge, please write it up in the comment section so that it will be addressed to your utmost satisfaction. So we should start from 4,361. So we have 4,361. And the interval is 25. So we are going to add, since it is 4, we are going to add up. We're going to add 25 to 4,361. So plus 25. This ought to be our answer. Okay. Coco has given us 4,386. Please let us work together. This is an interactive class, not a dominating class. I'm not going to do all the talking. We are going to do everything together. So what will be the answer? When we add 25 to 4,361. I'm waiting for the answers. Yes, I'm waiting. Okay, Brandon, I've gotten your answer. Yes, please let us all come together and work together. When the questions are put down, we are to solve it together. Okay. Okay. Yehoshaphat, I see your answer 4386. Okay. Carlos, I see your answer 4386. Yes, please let us put the solutions across. Okay. Let us all work together. Please, if you are here and you don't have your exercise book or jotter with you, please get one. But we are doing everything together. Okay. Mens, I see you there. That's my main man there. I see you. I'm not going to mention your name. But I see you there. Okay. Okay, Kelly, I see your reply. Thank you. Okay. Now, Jeff. Okay, then Jeffson, I see you there. I'm going to address you as Jeffson, okay? All right, so let's move on. So 1 plus 5 gives us 6. So you write 6 down. Let me write it ready so that to differentiate, okay? And 6 plus 2 will give us 8. We get our 8 written down. Now there's no number that says, so we bring 3 down and bring 4 down. So our first number is 4,386. Thank you very much for the inputs. Kimberly, I see you. Iraba, Ni, Jefferson, Kekeli, Carl, Jehoshaphat, Brendan. Thank you for the inputs. Thank you so much. Now this is one of the numbers. You have to get 5 numbers. You're going to add another 25 to it. So plus 25. Please, let's get to work. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. Plus 25 again. Let us all get involved in the work we are doing, okay? So plus, what will be our second number? Okay, Alan. Okay, Alan, I see you there. Alan, I see you there. Okay, Salim. Thank you for joining. Join your brother. Thank you. So please, let's get to work. Find a solution to the next number. Okay, Kuko, I see you. Rabba, please check your answer well, okay? Check your answer well and come back again. Okay, Salim and Jeff, I've seen your solution there. Thank you. Okay, Carl, please check your answer well, okay? Check your answer. Kikeli, I see your answer. Okay, Salim, you answered. Okay, that's fine. Samuel, I see you there. Thank you for joining. Okay, Sarah, I see your answer. Okay, Carl. Okay. Thank you. Carlos. Robert, thank you. Nee, thank you. Okay, so let's get to the next number. So 6 plus 5 gives us 11. So you write 1 down with a remainder of 1. Then 8 plus 2 gives us 10. Plus the remainder 1 will give us 11. So you write 1 again with another remainder of 1. Then we add the remainder 1 to this 3 to give us 4. And we bring this other 4 down. Our second number is 4,411. Thank you all for the input. The third number, the third number, the third number, there's the third number. Okay, Kikeli, I've seen your reply. Thank you. Okay, Frank, I've seen your reply. Thank you. Okay, Jehoshaphat, I've seen your reply. Okay, Alan, I've seen your reply. Okay, let's move on. So 1 plus 5 gives us 6. 1 plus 2 gives 3. Then bring 4 down. Bring the other 4 down. So we get 4,436. Thank you very much for your participation. Now our fourth number. So plus under 25. So plus 25. Okay. Okay, I seen the replies. Frank, Kukua, yes. Please get the result flowing in, okay? Okay, Alan, I see your answer. Kimberly, Brendan. Okay, so we move on. So we're going to add 25 again. Then 6 plus 5 gives us 11, so we get 1, remainder 1. 3 plus 2 gives 5, plus remainder 1, we get 6. Get our 6 down, bring 4 down here, another 4. So our fourth number is 4,461. All right, Kekeli, Carlos, Samuela, Jehoshaphat, Brendan, Kimberly. All right, thank you all for the inputs. Thank you so much. Now, we have to get 5 numbers. We've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4. So the last one. Okay, Charles, I've seen your answer. Frank, Kukua. All right, Alan, please, we've moved on. So move on to the next number, okay? Okay, so I've gotten your answer. Thank you. We are to move on to a fifth number. Yes, I'm gonna get your answer. So let's move on. 1 plus 5 gives us 6. Then 6 plus 2 gives 8. The remainder of 4 down. The remainder of Now, Kwame, please, this is for basic 4, but you can join since the numbers are 4,386, 4,411, 4,436, 4,461, and 4,486. Please, I hope you all understand it. If anybody who doesn't understand, please let us know so that we will be able to help you get back on track. Okay? Please, should we make progress? Okay, understood. Let's move on to our next set of questions. That one is under backward skip counting. All right, so let's move on to our next example. It says skip count backwards 5 numbers in 34s, starting from 3,253. So let's note one thing. We have to do backward skip counting. Backwards counting implies the use of subtraction. Okay? Then we have to get 5 numbers. 5 numbers. Our interval here is 34. So that means we'll be subtracting 34 until we get our 5 numbers. You have to start from 3,253. Okay? So we are using subtraction. We have to get 5 numbers. The interval is 34. And the starting point is 3,253. So please let's get started. Also, okay, so keep the answers flowing in. I can see Brendan's solution. Frank, I see your solution there. Ni, okay. Please, let's get to work. Let's get to work. Fast, fast, fast. 3,253. We are subtracting, so minus 34. So please, let's get to work. Sarah, I see your answer. Brendan, I see your answer there. Frank, I see your answer there. Kukwa, please come again, okay? Samuel, I see your answer. Okay, Kukwa, and I've seen the correct one. Carlos, okay. Kekeli, good, I see you there. Please, let the result get flowing, okay? Okay, so let's get to the solution. All right, so here we go. We're looking at 3 minus 4. And we know 3 minus 4 is not possible because you can't subtract a bigger number from a smaller number. So we are going to borrow 1 from 5. So we borrow the 1 from 5. 5 will now be left with 4. Then the one that we borrow becomes 10. When we add to this 3, it will give us 13. So it becomes 13. Now, 13 minus 4 is equal to 9. So get our 9 written down over here. And here we are left with 4. And 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. Now, to move on to the next time, we bring our 2 down and bring our 3 down. So our first answer is 3,219. Okay, Alan, I see your reply. Rabba, I see your reply there. Thank you very much for your inputs. Now let's move on to the second number. We're going to subtract 34 again. Minus 34. Please, let's get to work and produce our answers. Okay, can I see your answer there? Good. Let the results follow. Let the results flow. This is an interactive class, so we are all interacting, okay? So please don't sit idle and watch us. Please get involved. Get involved. Okay, Frank, I see your reply there. Alan, okay, Alan, I see you there. Rabbi, yes, I see your reply, your input there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Carlos, I see you there. Angela Donko, please. Is it Blessing Donko? Okay, Brendan, I see your reply. Jehoshaphat, I see your reply there. Please, username Angela Donko, please identify yourself so that I can address you by your name, okay? Okay, so let's get to our solution. 9 minus 4 equals 5. Okay, so we get 5 here. Now, 1 minus 3 is not possible because you can't subtract 3 from 1. So 1 is going to borrow 1 from 2. Now 2 here will be left with 1. So now become 1. And over here, we get the number 11. So when you add the 1, it becomes 11. Now 11 minus 3 is equal to 8. Now here it's left with 1. So we bring our 1 down and bring this our 3 down. So our second number is 3,185. And Jehoshaphat, Brendan, Blessing Donko, Alan, Frank, Apianimu, Kekeli, you all brought your input. Thank you very much. So let's move on to the next one. Our third number, so minus 34 again. Please, let's get to work. We've gotten 2 numbers. We need 5 numbers, so let's get involved. Okay, Frank, Kimliaka, hello. Okay, hello. Brendan. Sarah, please check your answer again, okay? Check your inputs. Kelly, I see you there. Alan, I see you there. I see your replies over there. Thank you. Okay, Carlos, I see your reply. So let's get to work. Now, 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. Then we bring 1 down, bring 3 down. You should get 3,151. Good. That's our third number. Let's go to our fourth number. Minus 34. So, Kekele, I see your answer there. Please let's get the solutions flowing in the comment section. Okay, Kimberly, I see your reply there. Frank, I see your reply there. Okay, Cyril. Good. You provided our third number. You're not looking for the fourth number. Carlos, I see you. Jehoshaphat, I see you there. Brendan, I see you there. I see your inputs there. Thank you. So let's get to work. Now, 1 minus 4. 1 minus 4 is not possible. So you go to borrow 1 from 5. Now 5 will be left with 4. And our number now becomes 11. Now 11 minus 4 is equal to 7. And here is left with the number 4. And 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. Then bring 1 down and bring 3 down. So our fourth number is 3,117. So please check your answer again, okay? Rabba, thank you for the input. Now our fourth number. So minus 34 again. Okay, Brendan, I see your input there. Thank you. Please let's get interacted, okay? Frank, your reply is input there. Kekeli, thank you. Kekeli, please check your answer well, okay? Please check your answer, Kekeli. Please check your answer. Okay, Alan, I see your input there. Thank you. Rabba, thank you. I see your input there. Thank you very much for your contribution. All right, Yehoshaphat, I see your inputs. Kukua, yes. Thank you all for the inputs, okay? Now let's move on. Now 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. Now 1 minus 3 is not possible, so you borrow 1 from 1. Now the second one will be left with 0, and here becomes 11. Now 11 minus 3 is equal to 8. And this side is left with 0. So bring our 0 down and bring our 3 down. So we got our 5 numbers. Okay, Kelly, thank you. Okay, for the recognition. Sarah, please check your inputs, okay? Check your inputs, please. So we've gotten our 5 numbers. Now the numbers are 3,219, 3,185, 3,151, 3,117, and 3,083. So these are the required numbers that we are to get. And thank you all for your inputs. Please, do you understand skip count backwards and skip count forwards? Please, if you do, write it up in the comment section that you understand so we can make progress. All right, so Blessing is saying yes. Kelly is saying yes, please. Okay. Jehoshaphat is saying yes, yes, please. Kimberly, your network. Please position yourself well, okay? Everybody is saying yes. Brendan is saying yes. Okay, so you can make progress. So we are done with the first topic, skip counting. So let's mark that one out. Now, so our second topic, rounding off numbers. Moving on to rounding off numbers. Rounding off numbers. Please. Okay, I think Pelagre will be Mami Adjotechiwa, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so let's make progress with rounding off numbers. Now, to round off a number is very simple. That actually means to give a number a new value.
Mommy.
To give a number a new value.
Mommy.
And we are going to consider the position of the digits. Please let's know that to round off a number is done with respect to the place that will be giving you. Now it follows two rules. Let's consider the rules.
Let God and come to me.
So our rule number 1 says from 0 to 4, ignore and change the other digits to zeros. So you are going to explain, okay? The second rule says from 5 to 9, you add 1 before. So we have these two rules that we are going to use in rounding off numbers. So rule 1 says 0 to 4, ignore and change the other digits to zeros. Then rule 2 says from 5 to 9, add 1 before changing the digits to zeros. Now let's get to work out some examples. So the instruction says round off the numbers as indicated. So we look for the digit at the tens position because it is indicated that we are round off 723 to the nearest tens. So we look for the digit at the tens position. And the very first number to the right has a place value of ones. Then the second one has a place value of tens. Now 2 is at the tens position. So let me underline the digit that we are interested in. That is the 2. Now we check on the right side of 2, the digit there is 3. I said 3 is between 0 to 4. Because 0 to 4 has the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So since 3, which is the right side of the identified digit, is between 0 to 4, we're going to ignore and change the other digits to zeros. So we're going to ignore this 3 and change it to 0. So answer becomes 720. Please, I hope you understand it. Okay, the answers are already flowing through the comment section. Thank you all for the input. Thank you. Now let's say the second one. So 541 to the nearest tens. Please let the solutions flow. 541 to the nearest tens. Okay. When I see your input there, 540, okay. All right, blessing, okay. Kikeli, I see your input there, thank you. Jehoshaphat, I see your input there. Emmanuel, I see your input there. Cyril, I see your input there. Thank you all for the active participation. Frank, thank you. Kuko, thank you. Kimalakwa, thank you. I'm having a little bit of time with my lighting. So please, I'm relocating to a place where I'll get light and I will come back very soon. So please stay tuned. Within the next 2 minutes, I think I'll relocate successfully. Thank you. All right, so I think I've relocated, and I hope we are even good. We are all staying tuned. Thank you very much for staying tuned and not withdrawing yourself from the live. Thank you. Please let's vote on the poll that is being conducted. Let's share our thoughts on the poll. Okay, can you see clearly? Okay, so I think we have our 91% saying that they can see clear. So I think we can continue. All right. So let's end the poll and then get back to our work. Thank you very much for your participation. So let's move on. So our answer is 540. Okay, let me move on to our third example. We have 6,247. Running it off to the nearest hundreds. So the same rule applies. Okay. So let's get to our solution. What will be the answer? If we round off 6,274 to the nearest hundreds, what will be our solution? Okay, Jehoshaphat, I've seen your reply. Blessing, please check your answer, okay? Okay. Okay. Anyways, so let's tackle this other example. Now, to the hundredth position, we have the decades, which is 2 at the hundredth position. So we check on the right side, the digit to the right side of the underlying digit, and that is 7. And from our rule, so that if the number is from 5 to 9, that is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, we have to add 1 before changing the digits to zeros. So because the digit to the right side of 2 is 7, because of the 7, we are going to add 1 to the 2 before changing these digits to zeros. Please note that we only consider the digit to the right side. So we take a decision based on the digit to the right side of what we have identified. So since here is 7, the rooters has to add 1 to these 2 after we change these 2 digits to zeros. So answer will now become 6,300. Please help you all understand. All right, Brendan, thank you. Mami Ajua, Blessing, Iraba, Samuela, Kekeli, Frank, Jehoshaphat, thank you all for your replies. Now let's move on to the next 2 examples, then we move on to our next topic. So 85,079, you have to round this off to the nearest thousands. So let the solutions flow. Let the solutions flow. So we are working together. So let the solutions flow. Okay. Priscilla, you are welcome. Okay, Priscilla, join here. You are welcome. So please let us all try our hands on the questions, okay? Welcome, Priscilla. Okay, Frank, I've seen your reply. I've seen your input. Brendan, I've seen your input. Thank you. Cocoa, please check your inputs well, okay? Kekeli, I've seen your inputs. Thank you. Blessing, please check the number of zeros you are supposed to add. Jehoshaphat, please check up, okay? Samuela, thank you for your input. Alan, please check your number of zeros. Check the number of zeros that you are supposed to add. All right, Jefferson, thank you for your input. Alan, thank you for the correction that you've done. Thank you. Robert, thank you for your input. All right, Joshua, thank you. Nee, please apply the rule well, okay? Apply the rule very well. And come again. Listen, please check your solution, okay? Now let's do this together. The digits are the thousands position, so let us all start counting. We have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So at the thousands position, the digit there is 5. Now remember, I told you that you check on the next digit. That will inform you as what to do. You don't consider the others. You only consider the one that is next to the right side of the digit you have identified. Now over here we have 0. And from our rule, for 0, we are to ignore and change the other digits to zeros. Okay? You're going to ignore all of these and change all of them to zeros. One may ask, sir, but we have 7, we have 9. What are you doing to them? Now, the answer is this. Since the next digit to 5 is 0, and 0 tells us to ignore, we are going to ignore everything. not considering the decade data, they're going to just ignore them and change them to zeros. Okay, so our answer becomes 85,000. Please check the number of zeros. After 5, there should be 3 decades. So that means there should be 3 zeros. Okay, if you write only 2 of the zeros, your answer will be wrong. So please check the number of zeros and then write them accordingly. Because I hope we all understand. All right. So I think we are through with rounding off numbers. Now let's move on to our next topic. So we are done with rounding off numbers too. So let's take it out. Now place value and value. Place value and value. So let's go through place value and value. So let's have the place value. Let's take this number here. We're going to identify the place values of each of the decades in this number. So when the very first decade to the right side has a place value of ones, the second decade has a place value of tens, the third decade has a place value of hundreds, the fourth decade has a place value of thousands, the fifth decade has a place value of 10,000s or tens of thousands, and the last decade here has a place value of 100,000s or hundreds of thousands. Let's help you all understand it. So with this, let us go over it again. The first decade to the right side has a place value of ones. Next, we have the place value of tens. The next one has a place value of hundreds. The next one has a place value of thousands. The next one, 10,000s. The next one, 100,000s. We can have some more decades, but for our level in our class, we are ending at 100,000s. And so with this, let us take some examples. Then you should write the place value or place of the underlying decades. So place value is also termed as place, okay? Jefferson, you're saying, can they give a question that uses the circle form? Please, which circle form? Oh, okay. That's the place value chart. Well, we didn't go there, so I'm not sure you get a question of that sort. But you can use the place value chart also to find the numbers that are on the place value chart. Okay. But since we didn't really deal with the place value chart, let us not think of that one now. We will do that later. Okay. And so let's find a solution to these 5 questions. Okay. So what's the place value of 8 in the first example? Okay, so Coco is giving us the answer. Yes, who else? The place value of 8 here. Okay, let's even draw a table out of our question and look at place value and value. Can we treat the two of them together? So let's take place value and value. We can even work them out together like this in the table form.
Why? You guys will be playing me. Also, Jama Elena. Hey.
Alright, so let us look at the place value of 8 over here. So what's the place value of 8? Okay, so the place value here is hundreds. So let's write it down as hundreds. Now the value. Okay, Albert is Sulu is giving us the value. Kuku up here is giving us the value as well. Yes, the value now, the value. Okay, when is giving us the place value? Okay, someone is giving us the value. Okay. All right. Blessing Nonko, thank you. Kekele, thank you. Rabba, thank you very much for your inputs. Jefferson, thank you for your inputs. Alan, thank you. My major, thank you. Priscilla, thank you. Thank you for your inputs. And so our value here is 800. So to write the value, you write the digits down and change the other digits to the right side of the digits to zeros. Please, for the value, we don't round off. We just write the digits down and change the other ones before 8 to zeros. So 8 with 2 zeros, okay? Please don't be tempted to round off and write 9 over here. If you do so, your work will be wrong, okay? Now, number 2, the place value of 4. The place value of 4, please. Okay, someone has given us the answer. Who else? Okay, so Kikeli is also giving us the answer to the place value. All right, Kuko is giving us the answer. Okay, thank you, Rabba. Thank you. Blessing, Jefferson, thank you. But please note one thing. For the place value, you have to add S to your answer. So if we just write 1,000, it is wrong. Because we're looking at the place value, not the value. Okay, that's going to be thousands. And our value, okay, someone is giving us the value. Cyril is giving us both place value and value. Thank you very much. Thank you.
They say a bubble. Bubble.
So our value is, so write 4 down, and there are 3 digits that come after 4. So you change all the 3 digits to zeros. So you get 4 with 3 zeros, and that is 4,000. Thank you, Kekeli, Yeraba, Mamajua, Blessing. Thank you all for your inputs. Now to number 3. What's the place value of 6? What's the place value of 6 over there? The place value of 6. We are now at number 3. Please count up the digits and get the correct place value, okay? Okay, Kelly is giving us the answer. Blessing is also giving us the answer. Okay, Kuku is also giving us an answer. Thank you all. Remember, please check your answer and come again, okay? Check your answer and come again. Jefferson, thanks, okay. Joshua, please check your answer and come again. Alan, thank you for your inputs. Presley Twain, thank you. Thank you for your inputs. Okay, Samuel, thank you for your input as well. So our place value for 6 year is, so let's all count together: ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands. So our place value becomes tens of thousands. Or you can write 10,000s. That's also correct. Now the value. So Justin has given us the value already. Who else? The value. Cyril has given us both place value and value. Thank you. The value. The value of 6. The value of 6. All right, Kuku has given us the value of 6. Thank you. Priscilla, thank you. Kekeli, thank you. Mamajua, thank you. Blessing, thank you. Alan, please, we are looking at the value, okay? All right, Brendan, thank you. Rabba, thank you. Okay, so our place value, our value is 60,000. Can put comments in so that it will differentiate for you to see. Now to our 4th question. What is the place value of 4? As you can see in the question here, what's the place value of 4? The place value of 4. Akikele, thank you for your input. Yes, let the input flow. All right, Alan, thank you for the correction that you've done. Thank you. All right, Blessing, thank you for your input. Alan, thank you. Thank you for your inputs. Okay, Manager, thank you for your input. Kim Aqua, thank you for your input as well. So place value for 4 becomes 100,000. Or hundreds of thousands. It's also correct. Now the value of 4. All right, Jefferson, your input has been well noticed. All right, Manager, thank you for your inputs. Kukwa, thank you. Thank you. Kelly, thank you. Brendan, thank you. Priscilla, thank you for the inputs. And so our value becomes 400,000. Now the last one, what is the place value of 8? All right. Kelly, thank you. And Andrea, thank you for the input. Thank you for your contribution. Brendan, thank you. Yes, and please check your input, okay? Okay, Priscilla, thank you. Jefferson, thank you. Kukwa, Rabba, thank you. So our place value here is ones, because that's the only digit over here. So ones. And the value, please. The value for 8 in question 5, the value. Josephat, Jefferson, Kikeli, Brendan, Amajua, Cyril. Okay, I get your inputs. Kukwa, Iraba. Thank you all for your input. So our value here is 8. Okay, Yvonne, welcome. Welcome to the class. Thank you for joining. So let's move on to our next topic. So let us go back to our topic and cross out the one that you've been able to deal with. So we are done with. So far, for the past 81 minutes, we've done 3 topics. And I hope you've all understood them very well. Let's go on to our next topic. Factors and highest common factor. Let's do that one very fast. Now we're looking at factors and the HCF. What are factors? When we ask. Okay, Lois, thank you for joining. You're welcome. When we ask what are factors? Factors are the numbers that multiply to give another number. They are the numbers that multiply to give another number. So for example, 3 times 4 is equal to 12. 3 and 4 are considered to be factors because they multiply to give us a 12. Okay, so since 3 and 4 multiply to give us the 12, 3 and 4 are called factors. All right. And you see, for any given number, the factors will not always be 1. There are some that will have more than 2 factors. Okay, so then let's take this example. Write all the factors so write down all the factors. Please, the emphasis is on all. Because don't write all the factors. If you leave one out, your work wouldn't be complete. So make sure you take your time to write out all the factors. All right. So if you just joined and you have not subscribed to BRAINX TV, please subscribe to BRAINX TV and like the videos, okay? Like the videos, hit on the subscribe button, and hit on the notification bell as well. So you'll be alert, you'll be given any alerts anytime that we are to have a class. And as well, smash the like button so that it will be a good source of motivation for the work that we are doing. So let's go to our examples. Number 1. Let's start with a very simple number 6. We have to list the factors of 6. So we ask ourselves that which numbers will multiply to give us 6? Okay, we ask ourselves which numbers will multiply to give us 6? So we can see that 1 times 6 will be equal to 6. And as well, 3 times 2 will also be equal to 6. Now, one may also say that 2 times 3 is equal to 6. And by the commutative property of mathematics, 3 times 2 is the same as 2 times 6. 2 times 3, sorry. So this is the same as 2 times 3. So if you write 3 times 2, it stands in for 2 times 3. Okay? If you write 2 times 3, it stands in for 3 times 2. Alright. And the same for 1 times 6 and 6 times 1. So apart from this one, there are no other factors there are no whole numbers that are multiplying to give us 6. We're going to arrange this in ascending order, starting with the smallest, and that is 1 first, followed by 2, followed by 3, and finally 6. So these are the factors of 6. All right, Lois, Priscilla, Yvonne, Kukwa, Lamajua, Kekeli, Brendan, Jehoshaphat. Thank you all for your inputs. Let's see the next example. So 15. What will be the factors of 15? Let us write them up in the comment section. Good evening. Sorry. Alright, so let us write up the factors of 15. Okay, Lois, please check your inputs. Check your inputs. I think there's typographical error with Lois' solution. So please check your inputs and come again. All right, Kukwa, thank you for your inputs. Yvonne, thank you for your inputs. All right, Frank, thank you for your inputs. Brendan, thank you for your input as well. Jefferson, okay. So let us get to work. So we ask ourselves the number that will multiply to give us 15. Can you see that 3 times 5 will give us 15? And 15 times 1 will also give us 15. Apart from this one, that no other whole numbers will multiply to give us 15 again. So our answer becomes, start with the smallest, which is 1. So 1, followed by 3, followed by 5, and then 15. So this becomes our set of factors for 15. All right. Okay. Iraba, Mamejua, Lois, Blessing, Priscilla, Alan, Jehoshaphat, Jefferson, Brendan, Frank, Yvonne. Thank you all for your inputs, okay? Sarah, I see your input there. All right, so thank you very much, Kimberly Aqua. So she says, like, subscribe, and smash the notification bell. Please do that, okay? Like the video. Like the class, subscribe to the channel, and as well smash the notification button. So whenever we are having any class, you'll be notified to join. Okay, let's try the third one and then we'll make progress. Number 3. Let's take 40. Which number is multiplied to give us 40? Let us get to work. Flourish, you are welcome. You're welcome to the class. Okay, when it says I've done it, okay, but please, we are still having a class, so let us all try our hands on it, okay? Okay, Frank, thank you for your inputs. Brendan, please check your solution well, okay? Because don't forget we have to write all the factors. So if we leave one of the factors out, your work is not correct. Take your time, you check everything up, and then you write all the factors accordingly. All right, Kukua, thank you for your input. Blessing, thank you. Okay, so Priscilla is giving us the answer step by step. Lois, thank you for your input. Brendan, please check if you've omitted one of the factors. So let's get to our solution. So we have 40 times 1 to give us 40. So this is the reason why I always encourage you to learn your multiplication tables. Okay? And that's why we have 2 times 20 to give us 40. 5 times 8 to give us 40. 10 times 4 also to give us 40. So with this, we're going to arrange our set of factors in our bracket. So we start with 1. Then next will be 2, followed by 4, and get to 5. And next we have 8, and then 10, and then 20, and finally 40. So these are the factors of 40. Now remember I told you that you can even check whether your answer is right or not. So you will check the first factor and the last factor. That's that. The first factor is 1, the last one is 40. So 1 times 40 gives us 40. Check on the next ones. 2 times 20 also gives us 40. So let me give you the pen. 4 times 10 is also giving us 40. 5 times 8 is giving us 40. So you can see, as we've listed them here, we have all of them represented over here. So you can always check your answer even from the factors that you've listed down. Okay? And let's move on to the next one. Highest common factor. These are the factors. So we're going to look at the highest common factor. It says find the HCF of the following: 28 and 21. So what we're going to do is that we're going to write up all the factors for 28 and the factors for 21. Then when we finish, we look at what the common factors between 28 and 21. And then finally, we look at the highest number amongst the common factors. So let's get to work. 28. What are the factors of 28? Please, let's write them up in the comment section. Let's write them up in the comment section. The factors of 28. The factors of 28. Please, let's write the factors of 28 up in the comment section. Alright, so please let us write them up, okay? Alright, so please let us write them up, okay? Blessing, please check your answer. Blessing, please check your answer. So, for the factors of 28, we have 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, and 28. Okay, some of you are omitting some of the factors.
Then let's see what's wrong.
So let us check it up and see. We get 1 times 28, 2 times 14, 4 times 7. So these are the factors of 28. So let's get that of 21 down. Let's get the factors of 21. Okay, so Frank is giving us the factors of 21. Please let the factors of 21 flow, okay? Okay, so we have from Frank and from Brendan and from one Victoria. I suppose you are. Okay, that is Yehoshaphat, okay. So for 21 we have 1, 3, 7, and 21. Let's check it up and see. We have 1 times 21. We have 3 times 7. And these are the only whole numbers that are multiplied by 21. So after that, we look for our common factors. The factors that are common to both numbers 28 and 21. And we can see that 1 is common to both of them. But you wouldn't do this in examination if only have a question of this sort. But I'm just, for the purpose of this class, I'm circling that for which is the common ones. So 1 is common, and 7 is also common. Okay? Apart from this one, there are no other common factors again. So our common factors are 1 and 7. Please help you understand. Out of the common factors, which one is the highest one? And that will form our highest common factor. So our HCF, that is equal to 7. Good. From Brendan, answer is equal to 7. Please help you understand. Let's look at our second example. (32 and 24). So let's look at the factors of 32. Please, let's speed up a bit. Our time is almost up. We're doing 2 hours and we have less than 18 minutes to go. So please, let's speed up a bit so we can cover up the other ones. The factors of 32 and factors of 24. Please, let's list them down so that we can Move on. So please, let's get to work. Let's get to work. Let us find the factors of 32 and that of 28. Let's write them up in the comment section. Please try to separate your values with commas, okay? If you write all of them, it forms one number. So please try to separate your digits with commas. But there are some of them which are 2 digits and some that are 1 digit. So if you don't separate them, we wouldn't know which one is which, okay? And so we have, for the factors of 32, we have 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. What about that of 24? All right. All right, so username Vivian. I've gotten your input. Lois, please check your factors well. All right, so let's say the factors of 24 we have. So, okay, Lois, please check your factors well, okay? Joshua, you left some of the factors out. Make sure that you write down all the factors of the numbers, because maybe the one that you omit may be the HCF. So please make sure you write up all the factors well. Okay, so here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. All right. Now we write up our common factors. So you can see that for our common factors, we have 1 is common. Write 1 down. 2 is common. So write 2 down. 4 is common. So write 4 down. 8 is common. So write 8 down. And I think we are done. So we have 1, 2, 4, and 8 as our set of common factors. Now our highest common factor. So what's the highest common factor? What's the highest common factor? All right, Frank, I see your input 8. Okay. Viviana Williams. Okay. Coco, I've seen your input. Lois, I've seen your input. Yvonne, thank you. Eunice. Okay, I've seen your input there as well. So you get our to be equal to the number 8. Thank you all for the inputs. So that is for HCF and factors. Now let's move on to our next topic very fast. Our time is almost up. So we are done with factors. Let's look at multiples and LCM very fast. So I'm going to use the LCM to explain multiples, because so since we'll be using multiples right to find our LCM, let's start question with the LCM straight. Use that one to explain multiples. So from factors, we saw that factors multiply to give us the multiple. So the multiple is a product of all right, hello, are we back? Are you all here? Yeah, I think the network is back. So let's continue. So as I was saying, let's find the LCM of 4 and 5. Now, we write the multiples of 4 and the multiples of 5. And as we learned earlier on, that multiples of a number is when you multiply the number by the set of counting numbers. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 22. You just be adding 4, 4, 4 to get the multiples of the numbers. Okay? And now write that of 5. You write 5 down and you add 5 consecutively. Now as we are adding, you're going to make use of, you're going to take note of the first number that is common to both numbers. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20. I see that we have 20 represented in 4 and 20 represented in 5. So because of these ones that are common, we just stop over here and write our LCM as 20. Do you understand? The LCM there is 20. And let's take a second example. (12) and 20. You're going to list out the multiples of 12 and the multiples of 20. Okay, so for 12, the multiples of 12 will get 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, in that order. Okay, and for 20, we'll get 20 plus 120 give us 40, plus 120 give us 60. And since 60 is common to this one, so you stop over here. Since there's 60 here and there's 60 here, our LCM is equal to 60. Does that help you all understand what you are doing? All right. Now, if our network is back, let us hurriedly go to the rest before it runs out again. So we are done with multiples and LCM. Please make sure you go through. Perry, you say you don't understand. Which part is that you don't understand? So let's look at patterns and the rules for patterns. Then we will finish our class for this evening. We have less than 5 minutes to finish up. Let's look at patterns. We talk about patterns. Patterns are a set of numbers that are written in a particular order. So the order makes it a pattern. So for example, if we talk about 2, 4, if you just write the numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 in that order, you can see it follows a pattern. Because from here you can guess the next number if you study the pattern very well. Okay, so this forms a pattern. Now, if you're given a pattern, so let's continue this pattern and see. So let's look at this pattern here. This one's a pattern because if we follow the numbers very well, we see that a particular number is being added because it's increasing. A particular number is being added to each number to get the next one. So look at 5. 5 has now become 12. How will 5 become 12? That means that we added 7. Now 12 has become 19. How will 12 become 19? That means we added 7. So for the first instance, we've added 7. The second one, we've added 7. That means to get the next one, we have to add 7 to 19 so that we can get the next number. So 19 plus 7 gives us 26. So by 26 over here. Okay. Then 26 plus 7 will now give us 33. Okay. Then 33 plus 7 will give us 40. Then 40 plus 7 will give us 47. So you can see that the rule governing this particular pattern is, so the rule is adding 7. Do you understand? All right. So let's look at the next example. Nunya, did you say no? Where's the no coming from? Is it you don't understand what you are doing? If you don't understand, please write it in the comment section that I don't understand, okay? So you will see how best we can help each other. Okay, so let's move on. Using 53, 49, 45, you can see that the numbers are decreasing. From 53, we go to 49, what time we go to 45 in that order. So that means that the other years, the other year is by subtraction. Okay. Now, how will 53 become 49? Okay, so Ninya is saying he doesn't understand. So let me go over it again. Let's take the very first one. If you look at the pattern very well, we have 5, 12, 19, dash, dash, 40, and dash. So we're studying the pattern very well. You see that 5 has become 12, 12 has become 19. So we come back again. How will 5 become 12? So when we add 7 to 5, you get 12. Okay. Then how will 12 become 19? So when you add 7 to 12, you get 19. So the pattern here is for us to be adding 7. So we add 7 to get 12, we add 7 again to get 19. Now if we add 7 to 19, what will we get? That gives us a 26. If we add 7 to 26, that gives us 33. When we add 7 to 33, that gives us 40. Add 7 to 40, that gives us 47. So what is the rule of the pattern? The rule is adding 7. I hope you understand it. Now we're taking the second example, 53, 49, 45. You can see that the number is reducing. So, and which operation implies reduction? That is subtraction. So that we are subtracting something from the numbers. Now, how will 53 become 49? By subtracting 4. How will 49 become 45? By subtracting 4. So to get the next one, we're going to subtract 4 again. So what will be 45 minus 4? That'll give us 41. Okay. The next one, 41 minus 4 will give us 37. And 37 minus 4 will give us 33. 33 minus 4 will give us 29. And 29 minus 4 will give us 25. So the rule of our mapping, of our pattern, so the rule of our pattern here is subtracting 4. Because what people understand. You see, this time around, it's like I'm rushing through the answers because our time is up. We spent 2 hours and 5 minutes. By now, you should be getting ready to go to bed. So let me really go through it with you so that when you are doing your personal revision, you can still go over it. Let's say some 1 or 2 examples, then you'll be done. Look at this pattern here. We have 2, 6, 18, up to 486. Now, here we go. How will 2 become 6? Someone will say by adding 4. Yes, it's correct. We check on the next one. How will 6 become 18? I'm going to add 4. So you see, adding 4 wouldn't work for us. Although it will work for the first one, but it won't work for the second one. So we can't use adding 4. Now how would 2 become 6? That's when you multiply 2 by 3. So 2 times 3 will give us 4. 2 times 3 will give us 6. Then again, 6 times 3 will give us 18. Okay. So what will be 18 times 3? Let's do a short workup over here. 18 times 3. What's the 3 times 8? We have 24, so we get 4, remainder 2, sorry. Now 3 times 1 is equal to 3. When you add 2 to 3, we get 5. So our next time here is equal to 54. Because I hope you understand it. Now, to get the next number, we also multiply 54 by 3. So 54 times 3. 3, 4 is 12, so get 2 remainder 1. 3, 5, 15 plus 1 will give you 16. So the next number here is 162. So the rule is multiplying by 3. That becomes our rule. All right. So for our target for today, we've been able to meet our target for today. We've looked at skip counting, rounding off numbers, place value and value, factors and highest common factor, multiples and LCM, then patterns and the rules for patterns. Please, our class is coming to an end in the next 1 or 2 minutes. Let's note one thing. Let's go and learn bar graph. Bar graph. So don't forget we said that bar graphs have the following characteristics. Straight bars. The bars are straight. That means if you draw any crooked line, your work is wrong. 2. So this bar graphs. The bars of a bar graph have equal width or sizes. So you can't have a bar graph which one of the bars is very broad and the other one is very tiny. That will make your work wrong. And let's note one more thing. That the bars have equal interval or spaces between them. So the bars have equal interval or equal spaces between them. And one other thing that you must note is that for you to draw a graph, any graph, so any graphic that you draw or you work out should have a title or heading. Okay. Next, you should have a scale. Now the next one, it should be well labeled. And by labeling, we are looking at the origin, and the axis. Don't forget your axis title, okay, and your origin. So taking note of these things, I think you'll be able to work out all our graph works, and then we'll get the best score in our examinations. So on this note, it's a very warm goodbye to you all, and thank you all for joining the live class and for your numerous contributions. I really appreciate them. Thank you, and we'll link out tomorrow, God willing. See you. Bye. Please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to Mad Brains TV, okay? Subscribe to Mad Brains TV and like the videos. Be visiting the channel regularly to learn, okay? All right. Bye.